Assassinated Kaji Tantan combat specialist in Bruma. Yugasta. Be a simple task. This is the one area we excel in. Actually not home, very likely. I'll wait here. But I'm trespassing, so I can't. Try to keep this short and sweet. Break in, do a 2-touch kill. So he's somewhere else, probably traveling to his home right now. Secret training room, what the fuck? Ah. Yeah, he's reading a Dark Brotherhood book too. I'm definitely taking down Dark Brotherhood assassins. Probably not regular assassins either. Silencing speakers. Shigasta is dead. I must pick up my reward at next contract at the dead drop located in the rotten box under the old bridge just south of the Imperial City. Shigasta is dead. Well done. I was right about you, Silencer. You are a useful tool indeed. Let's see if you can continue to impress me. You must journey now to the flooded mine. There you will find Chalice, an Argonian hunter who was banished from her village near the Black Marsh, Morrowind border for the brutal murder of a dark elven family. Relatives of the murdered family members have located Chalice and demand retribution. And since the assignment is a bit far for Morrowind's Morak Hong to handle, the Dark Brotherhood has been commissioned to perform the elimination. Be warned, Silencer. Chalice is a skilled and deadly hunter and will fight like the desperate fugitive she is. After Shalise has been eliminated, your reward and another contract will be waiting at the death trap located in a coffin just outside the ruins of Fort Redmond. Would this be... This should be the last, if we're just counting as speakers. There should be a listener too, so at least one additional contract.
Who's there?
I was thinking would have been nice for have an underwater combat with the Argonian. Basically, Argonian trying to use her natural talents as an advantage against an assassin, because she wouldn't have to win, she would have to just buy time, and the target will run out of air. So we got something close to it, but not quite. Should have attacked us somewhere here. With a paralyzing weapon, preferably. I do wonder if the stories we've been told about these targets are true. In some ways they could very well be, because we still don't have a motivation why Lucian LaChance would go after all these targets. Doesn't exactly seem like a nice fellow. So I doubt he has a huge justice boner necessarily. He must have a motivation. Alva Ulani schedule, Tetrap 5. If you're reading this note, Shalish is dead. You've done the world a great service, Silencer. It's time to continue the good work. Your next target is a traveling dark elf merchant by the name of Alval Ulbani, who is currently renting a house in the city of Leowin. Uvani is a well-respected tradesman back in his native Morrowind, but his business often takes him very far from home. Therein lies the problem. Although Uvani's wife has become disillusioned with her husband's repeated extended absences and wishes to dissolve their marriage, and has sought the Dark Brotherhood's assistance. Lucky for us, Cyrodiil is a bit beyond the reach of Morrowind's Morag tongue. Alval Uvani is currently traveling around Cyrodiil and is never in one place for more than a couple of days. In this dead drop, you will also find a schedule detailing the Dark Elf's whereabouts. Use it to locate him and plan your elimination. Be aware, however, that because he is forced to travel alone to the farthest reaches of the Empire, Uvani has learned to defend himself. He is a master of the Destruction School of Magicka, and is no stranger to killing. Yeah, these are obvious assassins. When Alval Uvani lies rotting, journey to the market district in the Imperial City. There you will find a shop called Stonewall Shields. The death trap is located behind that building. In a hollowed out tree stump, as usual, you will find your reward for the previous contract. Ah yes, I must mention one last detail. Apparently, Alval Uvani suffers from a rare dark elf condition, a serious allergy to honey. If you could somehow get Uvani to drink the honey-based spirited mead, perhaps by replacing his food, he would suffer from complete paralyzation. This would certainly make the Dark Elf a bit easier to deal with. As he travels around Cyrodiil, Al-Albani can be found at the following locations on the following days. Okay, Bravel, Skingrad, Bruma, Lewin. He has a rented property in Lewin. It would probably be easiest to kill there. Keep in mind that there may be some variation based on the time it takes for him to get to the different cities. So Lewin and go to his house on, I guess, Sunday. What time is it? This tells me nothing. What day of the goddamn week it is? What the fucking point is to tell me the weekday if I can't see the weekday actually in the... Maybe the information is somewhere. Just can't see it now. Still, I can probably see his location constantly, in fact. Right, currently in Bravel. Fine. So, 25th, Bravel. Monday, Tuesday. Go to Skingrad next for a couple of days. Couple of days in Bruma. Then to return to Lewin. So we have about 4 days at least. Go to Skingrad next. Let's go meet him. We know where he's going to be. Wait, if we know he's traveling, couldn't we just intercept him on the road to Skingrad? Why on earth would we wait for him to actually get here? Assuming he'll probably travel by road. So we should try to ambush him. We'll have to wait until midnight to see basically when he starts moving. No, he'll probably rest at least until around 6. Oh, look at that. Great timing. I have killed Alval Uvani. I must pick up my reward and next contract at the dead drop. Okay, who the fuck killed him? Seriously. Just coming up the road. I didn't touch the fucker. Oh, there's a random minotaur here. Huh. Works for me. Cola Electus. Probably a minotaur victim. Well, sometimes you get lucky, I guess. Albal Uvani is dead, just like all the others. You continue to impress me, Silencer, and I'm only too eager to indulge your homicidal instincts. Your next target is a savage Nord barbarian living alone and exposed at a small campsite on the summit of Knoll Mountain. This barbarian, Havelstein Whoreblood by name, savagely butchered the chieftain of a meat hall on the islands of Solstheim. Chieftain's sister has foregone the Nord custom of extracting the monetary retribution of Wergild, and instead wants Whoreblood to pay with his life. You, dear Silencer, will help put her family at peace. You are to go to Knoll Mountain, locate Havelstein Whoreblood, and send his soul to Sithis. When Whoreblood has been executed, journey to the Aelid ruin of Nornal. In the flooded section of that ruin, you will find a chest, submerged in the water. As you may have guessed, the chest contains your reward for killing Havelstein Whoreblood and your next contract. Right. I don't think we're just killing out guild leaders, because we're getting more contracts and kills than they should be leaders. So, but we're definitely taking out assassins as far as I can see. But I'm not quite sure why are we targeting these specific ones. Daedric Battle Axe. I get the impression they're starting to be wise about the assassinations and trying to be in locations where they're not so easily hunted down. Still, as long as I don't have any conditions on the kill missions, they're very easy to take down. Submerged section, right. Spell absorption of 45 points for 45 seconds. That is powerful stuff. Still, I'm just here for the message. Okay, it seems like a more complex mission. They couldn't summarize it in a one line or two. My compliments on another job well done. Havelstein Horblood was more swine than man and deserved to die quivering like an animal. You must not stop. You must kill again. Your next target is a wood elf named Ungalim, who resides in the city of Bravel. Bravel is also the home of an ancient statue known as the Lucky Old Lady. It is seen as a symbol of good luck and prosperity, and the fools of Bravel often speak to the statue and wish for good tidings. Every night, poor love-struck Ungalim visits the lady and pleads desperately for the heart of a young maiden. This maiden is married and her husband has learned of Ungalim's affection for his bride. He fears the competition, it would seem, and has commissioned the Dark Brotherhood to help in the matter. You must go to Bravel, locate Ungalim, and kill him. The Wood Elf owns a house in the city, but he spends his days securely locked inside. I recommend you lie wait at the Lucky Old Lady statue, and then eliminate Ungalim when he arrives for his nightly visit. He's generally there between hours of 6 p.m. and 1 a.m. I recall him. He's very, very out of place. By all accounts, Ungalim is a deadly archer and a fearless opponent. I also have a reason to believe he is expecting trouble, so if Ungalim senses danger, he may attack you on sight. And like the Khajiit Jagasta, Ungalim has bribed the guards to look the other way if there is a fight, so they won't interfere. Be vigilant and bring the Wood Elf down. You must not fail. When Ungalim's body lies broken at the foot of his dear lady, you must journey to the city of Anvil. Your death drop is in a barrel located behind the statue in the pond. As is standard, your reward and next contract will be waiting. Yeah, as long as the quests are like these, we can burn through them very, very quickly. These are not all that interesting jobs. Greetings. Right, nighttime is surely coming. I will sort of want to talk to this one.
Die! Fall before me, Breton!
Ah, he smelled me, I guess. What the fuck happened?
Die, Imperial!
I suppose.
Ungalim is dead. I must now journey to the city of Anvil.
No! No! I'm too late. I thought I could get here in time. Thought I could stop you! By Sithis, what have you done? What madness has claimed you? You have betrayed me. You have betrayed the Dark Brotherhood. Why? I am here to end your miserable life. But I can see the confusion in your eyes. You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
So a twist. What are you talking about?
Your first dead drop contract. You carried that out, killed Celidaean. After that, you eliminated the Draconis family, as ordered. Then, betrayal. Your dead drops went unvisited. Your targets ignored. Instead, you have been systematically killing off all of the members of the Black Hand. Jagasta, Shali, Zuval Uvani, Havelstein Horblood, speakers and silencers all, and Ungolum, the listener himself. The surviving members of the Black Hand know you're innocent. They know you are only following orders. They believe I am the traitor.
Let me guess. You have a plan.
The traitor somehow switched your orders and has been sending you to the wrong dead drops. You and I have been deceived. We must find out who is behind this betrayal. We haven't much time. I'm hunted day and night by the Black Hand. They want me dead. Here is what you must do. Go now to your next dead drop, lie in wait, and confront whomever drops off the false contract. Uncover the true traitor's identity, and then come see me. I'll be in hiding. Fort Farragut is no longer secure. It's under watch by the Black Hand. I'll wait for you at Applewatch, the farm where you killed the old Draconis woman. It should be empty and safe. Now go, and may Sithis help us all. Now go, learn the identity.
What a twist. I was supposed to see who actually places the orders there. Where is it? Guess it's this one, right? It's not gonna be the guy likely who's being giving us the orders. It's gonna be a middleman. He's too careful to come here himself, or he would have done it long before I had a chance to arrive here. So you're the smith's apprentice, I think. Yeah. I don't think he's the one. Also, there's a settlement there I haven't visited. There. Huh.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do anything wrong. It was the robed man. He paid me to put those things in the barrel. I don't know his name, and his face was in shadow. He called to me yesterday as I walked by the lighthouse. I think he lives there. Or he did, anyway. He told me he was leaving Anvil. I'm sorry, but that's all I know.
Tell me about the lighthouse.
It's just outside the city walls. I think the robed man has lived there for quite some time. In the cellar. I don't know what goes on down there, but there's a horrible smell coming from underneath that door. It's like something died inside. Listen, that's all I know, really. Maybe Ulfgar Fogeye can tell you more. He's the lighthouse keeper, and probably rented out the cellar. Talk to Ulfgar. He's sure to have the key to the cellar. You know, if you want to get down there. Now, please, Just let me go. Just...
Might as well read the message. Uncle is dead, Silencer. You have served me far better than I ever could have imagined. Is there no challenge you can't meet? No opportunity you can't best? We shall see. Your next target is a high elf whore named Arquen. She has been difficult to locate, but you might try asking around the Grey Mare in Coral or the Bridge Inn in Cheddinhall. Like all of your targets, Arquen is a skilled fighter and will not be eliminated easily. When Arquen is dead, I will have your reward and next contract waiting at the next dead drop, under one of the beds in the Leywin Coast Guard Station. So you could keep killing these. Although I didn't get the consequence of what exactly. And where would be the fun in that? Killing these assassins it's not all that entertaining. Especially with the condition that guards won't interfere.
Mixing up some potions? You look like quite
They're just random enemies that you fight one-on-one. Not a challenge. Sneaking on the water. What's the point? He's already left here. So this is more or less me going through his debris and seeing if we can figure out something useful. Get ahead of him. Where the hell is the guy?
Well now, what might you want?
I want the key to the cellar.
Oh, do you now? And just why should I give you that?
Say nothing.
All right, that's it. You've gone on...
Self-defense. I have obtained a key to the Anvil Lighthouse cellar where the traitor has been living. I must unlock the cellar door and proceed down so I may continue my investigation. Not sure why the lighthouse keeper tried to kill me for not saying anything. That's a bit extreme. Just had to assume he was in on this. He knew why I was here. Where is the cellar? I have gained entry to the Anvil Lighthouse cellar. I must now search the cellar for some clue to the Dark Brotherhood traitor's identity and motives. Yeah, identity I don't think it matters that much. Motives is a bigger issue. A lot of killed animals. So, necromantic things? Unknown victim. Yeah, he's been having fun here. Crazed dog. Didn't think it was going to be all that plus happy to see me. There has to be something. Mother's head. Okay. It's alright, Mother. It's almost over. I'm close, so very close. How long have we struggled? How long have we waited? Too long, I know, but it's almost over. I promise. And there's a lot of kill him there. Mummy, is you lie the dark man comes and makes you die. My daddy's hands are red with guilt because he killed the life we built. I hate it. All this lying, all this pretending. Cities and the fight tenets be damned. How long do I have to live by their rules? How long before I get my chance? I saw Lucian Lachance yesterday. He was in the sanctuary talking with Ochiba. He was right there, so close I could have severed his spine in less than a heartbeat. Oh, Mother, never before have I had to exercise such self-control. What's sickeningly ironic is that it was the Dark Brotherhood's disciple that allowed me to restrain myself. Discipline. I've been a part of their family for so long, it's a part of me, whether I like it or not. And in all that time, I've fooled them all. They see me as a fellow member of the brother, a trusted family member. Some day soon I will learn the truth about the Night Mother, and when I do, I will use that trust to get close to her, close enough so that I may rend the head from her body, just as Lucian Lachance did to you so long ago. Damn it, Mother! Why did it have to be this way? Maria was so beautiful. She was perfect in so many ways. Why couldn't she handle the truth? Why couldn't she realize her family didn't really love her? She was a murderer like the rest of us, paid to kill in the name of cities. I really thought we could be together, make a real family with real love, but she told me she could never accept your place in my life. So now she's gone. She didn't deserve to live after the horrible things she said about you. I never should have told her, I know. I'm so sorry. It will never happen again, and the others will never find her. Don't worry, there's nothing left of her to find. I like to lie in the grass and watch the ants and yeah, okay. I did it, Mother. I killed them all. I killed them and I cursed them to wander their ship in undeath for all eternity. They came to talk to the old man in the lighthouse. When they saw me, they could have kept walking, but no. They laughed. They laughed at me, Mother. They called me names. They said I was strange, that I was a human rat living here in the cellar of the lighthouse. They did not know who they were dealing with. So I snuck on board later that night, and I slit their throats, every last one of them. So there the Serpent's Wake sits. The ghost ship of Anvil, they'll call it now. Some wonderful news, Mother. Advancement at last. Lucian Lachance paid a visit to the sanctuary today to talk with me. He told me the Black Hand needed my services. One of the other speakers is looking to replace his assistant, who was killed fulfilling a contract, so Lucian Lachance suggested me. I met with the speaker and will serve as his new silencer. LaChance might as well have given me a contract to kill the Night Mother herself. I'm now one step closer to realizing our dream. I will learn the Night Mother's identity and tear the heart from her chest. Oh yes, and I have something special planned for LaChance himself. Mummy, I'm so afraid I miss you, Mummy. I just want you to kiss me again. Father prayed, and guess who came? The hooded man in Sithis' name, who left, but then he came once more to pass through window wall. And door I lie in fear, my mouth agape as wicked blade did cleave your nape, for I was watching neath the bed to see the falling of your head. And when your face lie on the floor, our loving eyes did meet once more. So I pledged to you that day the brotherhood would dearly pay, and just as they took me from you, I'd find and kill their mother too. But there's some place I need to start, and that's with Father's beating heart. And when that's done, I'll sing and dance to celebrate our dead LaChance. I've been careless, too careless. The bodies, the burnings, killing that fool Blanchard was the worst mistake I've ever made so far. I was seen. I was cloaked and hooded and escaped into shadow, so no one learned my true identity. But now the Black Hand is suspicious. They suspect treachery, suspect a traitor. I must be more cautious than ever. When in the snow, I like to lie and fold my arms and wait to die. I've been switching them, switching the dead drops. It was so easy. I tracked LaChance from his lair at Fort Farragut to the first dead drop location. After LaChance placed the orders, when I was sure he was gone, I switched them. It was so easy. Now LaChance's fool silencer is working for us, Mother. Oh, the fun we'll have. One of the Black Hand told me they haven't seen such an ambitious family member since I first joined the Dark Brotherhood. I will use that very ambition to my own advantage. The fool will never question the dead drops, and as I write this, is en route to the first target, one of the very members of the Black Hand. And so it begins. LaChance's silencer will kill one high-ranking brother member, then another, and so on, until the entire family implodes. Eventually, as is the custom, the survivors will consult the Night Mother and seek her guidance. When that day comes, I will be there, ready to punch a blade into that dark horse-fetid heart. Yeah. Well, I've discovered the traitor's diary. He has been in the Dark Brotherhood for years, and is now a member of the Black Hand. His goal is revenge against Lucian LaChance and all of the Brotherhood for the murder of his mother when he was a child, and he actually plans on killing the Night Mother. I must return to Lucian LaChance at once, at the farm called Applewatch, and give him this information. I wonder why we were left Mother's head here. Well, I get it now. Belongs to me. Ah, horse's ass. Wondered what that was.
Silencer, at last you've arrived. Fear not, for the crisis that has threatened the Dark Brotherhood has finally come to an end. I am Arquin, speaker for the Black Hand. As you can see, we have dealt with the betrayer, Lucian LaChance. No longer will you serve as his puppet. It seems LaChance wanted revenge against the Dark Brotherhood for some reason, and used you to do his dirty work. But now we can begin anew. I bestow upon you the title of Speaker. You will take Lucien Lechance's place on the Black Hand. Welcome. As you know, the Black Hand is now in a state of disarray. Lechance ordered you to kill us off. We 5, including you, are now all that remain.
One of you is a traitor.
Even worse, you killed the listener. The Black Hand without a listener is like a hand with no thumb. Even the listener's successor is dead. So, we have no choice but to invoke an ancient ritual. We must wake the Night Mother from her slumber and seek her guidance. Between the hours of midnight and 3 a.m., ask me about the Night Mother, and we will away to Our Lady's home. Only then will the ritual begin.
I think we just have to wait, and when the chance comes, we'll have to take action.
This is no...
Tell me about the Night Mother.
You must understand our need for darkness and
Arquin,
Greetings, fellow speaker.
Belisarius Arius, Anus Aelor,
You are like an unholy vision.
Matthew
so
Billamon.
beautiful.
They're all essential, so
forever
no
serve
one can
the
be
Night
killed
Mother.
now. Interesting. So we have to see this through a little bit.
Greetings. Most of my time is now spent on administrative duties. I have not had blood on my hands in far too long. Killing Lechance was pure ecstasy.
So you're prime suspect, I guess.
Sithis is master. All hail the
Our troubles are almost at an end, brother. Soon we will visit the Night Mother, and she will surely guide us. The 4 of us attacking him in unison was as graceful and beautiful as a ballet. The flashing of steel, the spraying of blood. Sithis be with you.
Lucian Lechance has been murdered, stripped and mutilated by the Black Hand. Apparently, they thought he was the traitor and punished him accordingly.
Hello, fellow speaker. Welcome to the Black Hand. So nice to see you're in one piece. You should take some time to admire his corpse. It really is a thing of beauty. The punctures and slashes are almost poetic.
Billamon is another prime suspect. He's very, very in control.
May you always walk in the...
Dear Speaker, when we confronted Lechance, he tried to defend himself, tried to declare his innocence. But we would not hear his treacherous lies. As you can see, he was no match for the combined power of the Black Hand, even weakened as we are. May the Night Mother hold you in her cold
So
embrace.
Matthew and Belisarius. So we'll have to wait for some reason. Even though we're in an isolated location.
The Black Hand. Dear Speaker, the Night Mother must be awakened, so that we may seek her guidance. Are you ready to travel now to her resting place?
Let's go.
Very good, and so it begins, the Black Hand's journey into a darkness few can imagine. Let us be off. The Night Mother awaits. Behold the Night Mother. The locals call this statue the Lucky Old Lady. They have no idea how lucky they really are. For this stone effigy masks the entrance into the Dark Brotherhood's most revered unholy site, the crypt of the Night Mother herself. In a moment we will begin. I will recite an incantation, and we can proceed down into the crypt and seek an audience with the Night Mother. I know this is all very overwhelming, dear child. Just follow along and you'll be fine. Now, let's go see what the future holds, shall we? Unholy matron, we of the Black Hand beseech you. Reveal yourself now, most magnificent Night Mother, so that we may seek your guidance.
The incantation has revealed the hidden door to the Night Mother's crypt. I must follow the other members of the Black Hand down into the crypt. Once we're down there, the traitor will surely try to destroy the Night Mother. I must stop the traitor at all costs. It's not her. She could have, if she knew about these incantations and all that location, she could have ended this already. It has to be, it's one of the two men.
What is the meaning of this desecration? Who has disturbed my ancient slumber?
Dearest Night Mother, most unholy maiden, please, we beg your mercy in this our time of need. The Black Hand seeks your guidance.
Ah, yes, I have been expecting you. The listener now kneels by Sithis, as does his successor. There is a traitor amongst you.
The traitor is dead, dear mother. We have come now to ask your blessing. Anoint one of us your listener so we can restore the Black Hand.
Foolish little girl. Lucian LaChance served Sithis till his dying breath. The Black Hand remains tainted by betrayal. Restoration is impossible.
Enough of this. You will all suffer for the pain you have caused me. I will destroy your Night Mother, and the Dark Brotherhood will fall. Ha!
What treachery! The traitor still lives. It is Matthew Bellamont. Do not let him harm the Night Mother. Kill him!
Traitor Matthew Bellamont is dead, and the crisis that has plagued the Dark Brotherhood is now over. The Night Mother still needs to name a new listener. I should wait and hear what she has to say. Yeah, I think he was the guy who showed no emotion at all with Lucian's death.
So, at last we meet. I have been following your strange journey through the Dark Brotherhood, young one. Your killing of the old man Bainland, the execution of Adamus Philida, the way you stalked and murdered each member of the Draconis family, your purification of the Jadenhall Sanctuary. You, a mere underling, even managed to single-handedly eliminate half of my Black Hand.
Say nothing.
Ah, so you choose to play the stoic, hmm? You remain silent even when faced with my terrible countenance. Your silent obedience is to be commended. If only my other children had offered such reverence. You see, I have known of Matthew Bellamont's intentions since he was just a boy. I knew of his thirst for vengeance. I could have informed my listener, but I refused. Refused to reward such incompetence. Ungol was weak. Indeed, I allowed Matthew Bellamont to proceed on his destructive course, just as I allowed you to intercept him.
She could be bullshitting. Make people believe that she's much more capable than she actually is. That our destinies were interwoven.
Yes, dear child, yes. The Dread Father foresaw it all. You were meant to kill the traitor. You were meant to be named listener of the Black Hand. You possess strength and cunning, and a heart as black as midnight. You were marked by Sithis the moment you emerged from your mother's womb.
Hard to say anything to that.
Silent even as listener? Good. For now is the time to meditate upon all that has transpired. And please, help yourself to this crypt's treasures. When you are ready, speak with me again, and I will deliver you safely to the only place you can truly call home, the Chedenhall Sanctuary. There is much work to be done. When you return to the sanctuary, speak with Arquin. She will serve as your humble servant and guide.
Surprisingly terrible loot and equipment for the member of the Black Hand, because pretty much everyone that we've met has had fantastic gear and magical items coming up out of every orifice, but the head guys have nothing special. Sneaky shoes. I mean, this is rubbish loot, basically. Children's corpses and her corpse, I guess. Inquisitor's helmet. Detect light. It's nice looking, I guess. It looks like a Daedric helmet, maybe. Yeah, these are all obsolete. Have been for a long time now.
The Night Mother wishes for you to take some time to consider your new position.
You've returned. I trust you've weighed the importance of your new position. For you will soon hear words that will change lives, alter destinies. And I hope you've taken everything you desire from my crypt. Once you leave, you will be unable to return. Now, are you ready to begin your new life? Very good. Now begins your true journey. We will soon become very intimate, you and I. Before I send you away, however, I would like to present you with a rather special reward. I see you still possess the Blade of Woe, the weapon given you by Lucien LeChance when you first met. Allow me now to unlock its true power. Yes, you will now find the Blade of Woe a bit more potent than it was. Now go. Leave this crypt and serve our dread father till your dying breath.
Arquin and I have been teleported to the Chedenhall Sanctuary. I should speak now with Arquin, who will serve as my servant and guide in the days to come. Blade of Woe got an upgrade. It is more expensive than the gold brand. Damage is pitiful, but damage willpower, damage health, demoralize, damage magicka. The damage health 30 points is a fairly powerful strike. Willpower 30 points also. What does that do? I think it damages magicka regeneration, fatigue restoration, that sort of thing. Damage magicka, so saps their ability to keep fighting. Demoralization up to level 8 on strike. This is a piece of shit though. These level restricted abilities are garbage. They have always been garbage. There should be a better system for that. Because it It obsoletes equipment, and usually very early on. I mean, I haven't encountered a level 8 opponent in like probably in the past 40-50 hours. So it just doesn't matter. Without level scaling, at least level scaling this heavy, it wouldn't be that big of a problem. You would still have you would basically, instead of making character appropriate items, you could plan and design enemy appropriate items. So you have a clear level of certain list of enemies, and you can place the level restriction there, and everything below it will be affected. Something that would be easy to plan. I think. What are our level 8 opponents at this game anymore? Goblins that we encounter are warlords and shaman. Bandits might have, because their gear gets upgraded, but I'm not sure if their level gets upgraded all that much. Maybe some animals, but that's it. Everything else will be of higher level.
You honor us with your presence.
Yes, I do.
Honored listener, I offer myself as your humble servant and guide. Please allow me to mentor you in your new role. Here's what I believe we should do next. I will stay here and attempt to re-establish this sanctuary. I will begin recruiting new members. You must fulfill your new duties. The statue in Breville serves as a conduit between the Night Mother and the listener. Once a week, you must visit the statue. Talk to it. You will be presented with a list of names and locations. These are people who have prayed to the Night Mother. They request a visit from a speaker to arrange someone's assassination. All you need to do is visit the statue once a week, get the list of names and locations, and pass it on to me here in the sanctuary. Do this, and I will give you your share of the sanctuary's weekly earnings. There's so much work to be done. So much work.
Do we actually have quests anymore? Yeah, but this is probably something that doesn't go away. I can do every week. I can do this every week for as long as I want, and there's no penalty if I choose not to. Yeah, it's just something you can keep doing if you really want to do assassinations, or no, it's a maintenance job if you want extra money. I doubt you do the actual assassinations, so it's just like the arena. So as far as we are concerned, this is a done deal. The only major quest still available is the expansion pack. I've heard a rumor that a strange doorway has appeared on a small island in the Niben Bay. I should investigate. I should. What I'm going to do though now is head to the waterfront stronghold and do an equipment dump. Because I'm not sure when we can come back if we go through the doorway. It's just more or less like an Oblivion gate, I presume. And instead of just being a slight diversion, it'll be another map area, probably. That's usually the difference between a proper expansion and just a content addition. And I have never ever played it at all. I never played the Mehrunes Razor either. Pretty much everything else has been not even worth mentioning. No. The Knight's mission, where you took on this.
It's the Grand Champion!
Oh, for fuck's sake!
It's you standing here next to me.
Right, you're still alive. Very disappointed about the lack of use for poisoned apples too. I suppose it's fair to say that the game doesn't hold your hand. You can use them all you want, but I can see a couple of places where they could have been used. But the problem is, everywhere I could have sort of seen them being useful, there was no real requirement for me to assassinate anyone in a way where I couldn't create some fuss. I suppose the problem is that I have the convenience of the Thieves Guild bounty removal. So that makes you lazy because it doesn't matter. It's trivially cheap to get rid of everything, and if you run away for 5 minutes, that's it. That's the cause of more murdering people in the streets. Right, I'm dumping a lot of extra crap here. We really should get a better pair of gauntlets. Shock shield 8%, are you shitting me? To be fair, there hasn't been a good pair of gauntlets. There's been a couple that increase your fighting capabilities a little bit, physical fighting, but for us they're not particularly interesting. Base for us, I think, would be to actually do a couple of Oblivion gate runs. See if we can get something useful and make a new pair of gauntlets. I mean, the current pair is pretty much worthless. It's just a waste of equipment slots as far as I'm concerned. Actually, I think I'll do exactly that. Alright, it shouldn't be too demanding.
By Azura, by Azura, by Azura! It's the grand champion!
We have equipment pieces already. What we don't have is transcended sigil stones. And I'm pretty sure I can just teleport to an Oblivion gate and handle it. Yeah. Let's go. Have to switch spells to shock, maybe frost. There's nothing really shock. I mean frost immune in Oblivion, but there's a lot of shock immune things. I can still kill them with shock spells, but it's not all that effective. Right. We're aiming to complete this, not to do anything extra. Oh, 3 places that look like they could be the main thing. It's a new one. I would have to guess that's actually the main thing then. You have to use these maybe underground tunnels to reach them. They've broken the bridges after all. So I think I have a fairly good chance of just jumping in there. I mean, that's the one goddamn thing I'm very good at this point. Rooting forts, yeah, I think we can wrap this up fairly quickly. seem to be fairly resistant to cold damage. Much more than I thought they would be. So changing plans, we're switching back to electricity. Making a lot of friends here. Okay, a trap caught me. I did a minor distraction. Right, easy peasy. Trying to get as many sigil stones as I can from this. Right, not that bad of a job. I guess the central thing about doing this is try to identify immediately what the main tower is gonna be, then just go for it. Oh fuck. Yeah, enemies nearby. Did I see the enemies? No? Ah, God's sakes. Just allow me to quick travel or rest or whatever. There. Alright, what exactly did we get out of this? I should at least have one transcended sigil stone. There it is. Frost shield 25% on itself. Actually that's quite nice because it'll be replacing 9% shock shield. So it's just it's not exactly amazing. Oh, mother's head. Not exactly amazing, but it is a drastic direct upgrade pretty much. Yeah, it's frost instead of shock, but that's a minor point. Thing is, it's still a significant reduction in incoming physical damage, and physical damage incoming wasn't really much of a problem already. So we should
It's the Grand
go
Champion!
for. Shut up, please. We need a pair of gauntlets. We could make it from a Daedric one. I'm not sure if that's actually what we want. Preferably something that looks at least decent. Daily Gauntlet's a good option, I guess. Just checking we don't already have something interesting. Security lock? Nope, nope, nope. Yep. There's nothing particularly interesting. We'll take the Daedric Gauntlets. And we will dump these. 8% shock shield, even worse than I thought. Best thing, we don't actually have to go anywhere to enchant them. And they look a little bit ridiculous. But I get to show off my guns. We'll have a respectable armor value thanks to this. Frost shield 25%. Custom gloves. 25 frost shield. From 34 to 64. Right, if you add to the damage reflection, it's a decent shield. 70%, so 30% damage comes through, and out of the 30%, another 64% is gonna be reduced. So it comes, yeah, damage will come through, but at a rate that we don't give a crap. And that's it. Do we have any other obvious items that require updating? We're more or less all about speed. The defenses aren't that necessary. Magic resistance 25%. It's not great, but it's fine. Everything's fine. It's good enough to get the job done, and hunting for new equipment at this point doesn't make much sense. I guess we're more or less ready to go. Strange door at the Niben Bay. We'll swim there from Bourne Watch Camp. Yeah, that.